Hello, everybody. It's Mark Schmidt, the Executive Director for the Falmouth Historical Societies and the Museums on the Green, hoping that you're all healthy, safe, and sane in this rather insane time. I know that we've all been housebound. I know that we've been social distancing. I know that you're probably getting a little stir crazy. And I also know that we have not been able to do our usual assortment of lectures and talks because no one is able to come out and enjoy them. So I was thinking it might be good if I could at least try to connect with you and do a talk of our own. It got me thinking as to what topic we might want to discuss. And since we're all housebound, since we're all social distancing, since we're all stir crazy, since we just came off of Easter, Passover, a nice springtime, and frankly, just by looking around at a supermarket, yes, I was wearing a mask. Uh, I was noticing the propensity of chocolate, things that are made with chocolate. And if anybody who knows me knows, I can't function without my chocolate milk. So it got me thinking, how about if I do a very short, very brief, very incomplete, but hopefully somewhat entertaining history of chocolate? So I hope you'll join me now for a few minutes, and I'll try to impart some hopefully interesting facts for you on the history of chocolate. Chocolate may be the food of the gods, but for most of its 4,000-year history, it was actually consumed as a bitter beverage rather than as a sweet, edible treat. Anthropologists have found evidence that chocolate was produced in present-day Mexico as early as 1900 BC. Mayan and Aztec civilizations found chocolate to be an invigorating drink, a mood enhancer, and an aphrodisiac, which led them to believe it possessed mystical and spiritual qualities. The Mayans worshipped the god of cacao and reserved chocolate for rulers, warriors, priests, and nobles at sacred ceremonies. Chocolate was used as a form of money by the Aztecs and combined with water, chili peppers, and cornmeal, and drank rather than eaten. In the 1500s, Spanish conquistadors such as Hernan Cortez, who sought gold and silver in Mexico, returned instead with chocolate. Although the Spanish sweetened the bitter drink with cane sugar and cinnamon, one thing remained unchanged. Chocolate was still a delectable symbol of luxury, wealth, and power. Chocolate was sipped by royal lips, and only Spanish elites could afford the expensive import. You see here a drawing done by the Aztecs as they give the liquid chocolate, liquid cacao, to Cortez upon his arrival. Spain managed to keep chocolate a savory secret for nearly a century, but when the daughter of Spanish King Philip III wed French King Louis XIII in 1615, she brought her love of chocolate with her to France. You see here that she was known as Anne of Austria, and here at their wedding. The popularity of chocolate quickly spread to other European courts, and aristocrats consumed it as a magic elixir with healthy benefits. European powers established colonial plantations in equatorial regions around the world to grow cacao and sugar. When diseases brought by the European explorers depleted the native labor pool, African slaves were imported to work on the plantations and maintain the production of chocolate. But the secret of chocolate came out, and though it was frowned upon by the church, who did not understand its mystical allure, colonial Europeans loved chocolate. When it came to England, chocolate houses were created and begun as hangover cures. Hot chocolate, a liquid form emulating what the Aztecs and Mayans had done, became quite popular in the 1800s. Chocolate remained an aristocratic nectar until a Dutch chemist, Conrad Johannes van Houten, invented the cocoa press and instituted the process of Dutch processed cocoa, which revolutionized chocolate making. The innovation ushered in the modern era of chocolate by enabling it to be used as a confectionery ingredient, and the resulting drop in production costs made chocolate affordable to the masses. It was one of the byproducts of the Industrial Revolution. In 1847, British chocolate company J.S. Fry & Sons created the first solid edible chocolate bar from cocoa butter, cocoa powder, and sugar. Rudolf Lindt's 1879 invention of the conching machine, which produced chocolate with a velvety texture and superior taste, and other advances allowed for the mass production of smooth, creamy milk chocolate on factory assembly lines. For fun, I decided to point out, just so you could do really well at the next Trivial Pursuit game, what are the 10 oldest candy bars that are still in existence? Number 10 is the Reese's Peanut Butter Cup, first made in 1828 or 1928. Number 9 is the O. Henry Bar, first made in 1920. Number 8 is the Clark Bar, first made in 1917. Number 7 is Fry's Turkish Delight, first made in 1914 during World War I. And yes, there was a reason for it. Fry's Turkish Delight because the English soldiers were fighting the Turks. Number 6, the Toblerone bar, made in Switzerland, first introduced in 1908. Number 5, Cadbury Dairy Milk Chocolate, made in England. The good old Hershey's Milk Chocolate Bar, first made in 1900. Number 3 on our list, the Lindt Bar, first made in 1879 using Rudolf Lindt's conching machine. Number 2, the Swiss bar that we all have heard, Nestle's Milk Chocolate. And number 1, the aforementioned Fry's Chocolate Cream, first made in 1866. This is the first candy bar. Americans love their chocolate. Today, the average American consumes 12 pounds of chocolate each year, and more than $75 billion worldwide is spent on chocolate annually. So stay safe. We will get through this. Eat your chocolate, watch your TV, stay in your house, stay at least 6 feet apart, wear your mask. But one word of warning, don't eat too much chocolate. I don't want you to put on the COVID-19, if you understand what I mean. I hope to see you soon, and we'll resume our regular talks soon enough. I hope this entertained you. I hope you found this somewhat informative and somewhat amusing, and I look forward to seeing you really soon. For more information on what's happening with us, feel free to go to www.museumsonthegreen.org and make sure that you come visit us really soon. Thank you.